Namaskar, I am Dr. R.K. Singh and I am a senior ENT and head neck surgeon working at Apex Hospital, Rewari, Haryana. And welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss an important topic, which is techniques are used to diagnose the hearing impairment. Number one is asking a series of questions to detect delay in child's normal development or to assess a parent's concern about the language and speech development. Number two is examining the ear abnormalities. Number three is for children between the age of 6 months and 2 years, testing their response to various sounds, like testing the response to the eardrum to a range of sound frequencies, which is called as tympanometry, which may indicate that there is a fluid in the middle ear. After the age of 2 years, asking the children to follow simple commands which usually indicate whether they hear or they understand speech, or testing their response to sound using earphones or headphones, which is called as audiometry. Imaging tests are often done to identify the cause of hearing loss and guide prognosis. Magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) is done in most children. If the doctor suspects a bone abnormality, then a CT scan or a computed tomogram is done. Prognosis depends on how early you detect the hearing impairment and take adequate measures to treat it. Not recognizing and treating hearing impairment can seriously impair the speech and understanding of the language of the child. The impairment can lead to failure in school, teasing by the peers, and social and emotional problems with the child. Treatment of hearing impairment are many. The number one treatment is the treatment of cause whenever possible. Number two is the hearing aids or cochlear implant. Number three is sign language, and number four is the treating the reversible cause of hearing loss, and ear defects can restore hearing. For example, ear infection can be treated with antibiotics or surgery. Earwax can be manually removed or dissolved with ear drop, and colchicoma can be surgically removed or corrected. Most often, the cause of child's hearing loss cannot be reversed, and the treatment involves a use of hearing aid to compensate for the impairment as much as possible. Hearing aids are now available for infant as well as older children. If the hearing loss is mild and moderate and affect only one ear, a hearing aid or earphone can be safely used for the children. Now let us know how the hearing aid works. Hearing aids only amplify the sound. They do nothing else. The behind the ear hearing aid is the most powerful but the least attractive of all the hearing aids. The in the ear or in the canal hearing aid is the best choice for severe hearing loss. It is easy to adjust, but it is difficult to use with telephones. The in the canal hearing aid is used for mild to moderate hearing loss. This aid is relatively very inconspicuous, that is, it is not actually visible to the other person. The complete in the canal hearing aid is used for mild to moderate hearing loss, and this aid has a good sound and it is nearly invisible and can be easily used with telephones. Remember, hearing aid only amplifies sound. Now the cochlear implant, which is a surgically implanted system that sends electrical signals directly into the auditory nerve in response to sound, may be used for children where the hearing loss is severe enough that cannot be managed with a hearing aid. Thank you for joining me today for understanding about the hearing impairment in children. If you have any questions, concerns, queries or suggestions, please feel free in the comment box below. Do not forget to subscribe our channel for more informative content like this, and please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. Bye bye.